May I check your name, ma'am, please? Mrs. Jones, can you repeat your full name to me?
Beatrice Jones.
Thank you, Mrs. Beatrice Jones. Mrs. Beatrice Jones, do I have permission to go into your bedside stand?
Yes, you do.
Okay, before I do that, I just want to set up this towel. Look at the way I'm gonna set it up, ladies. This is a real big towel. Yeah, too big. But anyway, look at the way I'm setting it up. With the opening to my resident. So when I'm ready to take her hand out of that basin, I can just put her hand right under here and then pat dry her hand. I have this here. I have my washcloths here. I have my hand towel. Let me do it this way. My hand towel here. I have my washcloths. Forget that.
You need a big one.
And I have my barrier, which you're gonna see why I'm putting this here. Okay, and now I have permission to go into her bedside stand. I am getting out. Now, I know that they don't have a round basin, at least not while I'm teaching. I haven't seen one. Your clinical skills list said you could use an Emesis basin. That Emesis basin is very awkward to work with. It's tiny. I think you've seen it. So to stick a hand in that, nails and hand in that, is not very easy. What I would do if I were you, see this Emesis basin? This is not easy to put a hand in. We'll do it, but I don't like it. What I would do, if you can't find a round basin, I told the office we need round basins, I would take this out and say, nurse evaluator, I'm supposed to use a round basin. There are no round basins, so I would like you to know that in my mind, this is a round basin. If you don't want me to use this, I'll use the Emesis basin. What do you think she's gonna say?
Go ahead.
Go ahead and use it. But I want her to know that you know the difference. This is very awkward to use. We'll do it later after we do the skill. So I have my basin, I have my soap, and I have my lotion. Okay. I didn't have to use a barrier to open that, because where am I going? I'm going outside to get water. I'm gonna wash my hands. So I'm gonna take my soap and my lotion, and what am I doing with it? I'm covering it so she can't see it. I'm now going to, what am I gonna say to her? Mrs. Jones, I'm getting ready to leave your room to get some water for hand care. Is there any, are you comfortable?
Yes, I
Is there anything you need while I'm still here in the room?
No.
Should you need something while I'm out of the room, your call bell is here, just ring it and someone will come in to assist you. I go out, I fill the basin with water.
Cold water or hot water?
Warm water, warm water. Just enough to cover her hand. I take a clean barrier, I put it down, I put this down, I take my thermometer, I test it, and what do I say? 10 what?
109.
Right, so 105, 106, 107, 108, 108, whatever I want to say. I then would say, nurse evaluator, I would wash my hands now and close it with the barrier. I'm taking 2 barriers with me. One I'm holding this with, this gets thrown in the garbage, I don't want to throw it. And this is for my resident. Knock, knock, I'm back, Mrs. Jones, I have your water. And before we begin, can I please ask you to test the water for me? Is it good? Okay, good. So you can dry your hands with that. And we are ready now to begin. This I would throw out. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to just move this table over in front of you. And I'm going to pull up a chair. And before we begin, I'd like to know which hand would you like me to perform hand and hand care on? Right here. your left hand, okay? If she said her right, what would I do? I would move that coal bell over, okay? Okay, may I please just see your hand for me, your left hand? You know what I want you to do? If you're all together here, go like this, my left hand, because sometimes you're nervous and you may think that this is her left hand. You know what I'm saying? So say, my left hand, pick up your hand and show it. Okay, I just want to inspect your hand and in between your fingers. Can you turn the palm of your hand up? Your skin looks absolutely wonderful. Do you get a lot of manicures? Oh, I can tell that. Okay, I'm going to have you soak your hand for 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be leaving the room. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Is there anything you need while I'm here in the room?
No.
Should you need something while I'm out of the room, just ring your call bell and someone will come in to assist you. The evaluator is not going to have you leave the room. She's going to say to you, just continue. You're going to say, thank you, nurse evaluator. I want you to know, nurse evaluator, that I would have washed my hands, I would have kept a check on my watch, and within 5 to 10 minutes, I would have washed my hands, knocked at the door, knock, knock. I'm back, Mrs. Jones, to complete hand and nail care on you. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just move this out of your way. Now, it's not easy because we don't have much room here. So you're gonna have to just improvise a little bit. I'm just gonna hold your hand a second and I'm going to put it right under the towel so it's nice and warm and dry for you. And I'm going to make sure that I dry in between each of your fingers. Everything I'm saying is what skill? Indirect care, indirect care. Okay, Mrs. Jones, we can take your hand out now. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to take, oh no, sorry, go back, go back, go back. Her hand is in here.
Soap.
Mrs. Jones, what we're going to do now is I'm going to wash your hand. I'm going to make a mitt, a washcloth mitt. I put it in the water. I put some soap on it, and I wash her hand. I support her wrist. I'm going to wash in between each finger. I'm going to ask you to turn your hand around. Okay, you can put your hand back in. Now, I do not have to pick her hand up now. I can rinse her hand using a new washcloth because that washcloth is soapy. And all I have to do is move the water around her fingers and hand. That's it. I'm finished with that. Okay. Now, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to help you take your hand out of the basin. I'm going to put it under the towel, and I'm going to dry your hand. Let's get this here. I'm going to dry, and especially dry in between each finger. Okay. I'll take your hand out now. Okay. Mrs. Jones, how would you like me to shape your nails? Would you like your nails to be shaped rounded or squared?
Round.
Okay. Now, before I actually shape your nails, I'm going to take my orange wood stick. I have it in there. And I'm going to clean under, with the flat edge, under each fingernail. Wipe it clean. Each fingernail, wipe it clean. Each fingernail, wipe it clean. Wipe it clean, wipe it clean. Okay. Now I'm going to take my emery board and I'm going to shape your nails rounded. Okay. Just, you don't have to like, just make a round shape, you know, and do it fast. She's looking to see if you asked her the choice, you know. Okay. How does that look now? Okay, last thing I want to do is make sure there are no jagged edges. So I'm just going to give a quick little brush to each of your nails with this emery board, and we are finished now. What I'd like to do now, because this might be a little damp and it's got the little beads from the emery board, I'm gonna take a hand towel and I'm gonna put her hand now on the hand towel. I'm gonna take the lotion. I'm not taking much, ladies, don't take a lot. The only time we take a lot is what? When we do back rub. Okay.
So we need 3 wash rags instead
What?
of 2.
Hmm?
So we will need 3 wash rags instead of 2.
No, we only need 2.
2 washcloths,
Two
1 hand
washcloths
towel.
and one hand towel.
Yeah. And now I'm putting this nice warmed lotion on your hand. I'm gonna pat dry it. How do you like the way your hand and nails look?
I love it.
Good, I'm so happy I could make you happy. Okay, Mrs. Jones, I'm getting ready to leave. I'd like permission, please, to go into your bedside stand to put some of these supplies away. So, this way. I heard you're having company today, Mrs. Jones. God bless you. You can pick up your hand. This would go where, ladies and
The
gentlemen?
hamper.
Okay. In the hamper. This would go in the hamper. I would take all my barriers. Where would they go? You can put your hand down now. I'm gonna just move this right out of your way. I would take all my barriers, and where would I put them?
Wastebasket.
In the garbage. Actually, I would have moved this table away from her first and then start clearing everything off. Mrs. Jones, I'm getting ready to leave. Is there anything that are you comfortable?
Yes.
Is there anything you need or want while I'm here in the room?
No.
Should you want something or need something, just ring your call bell once I leave and someone will come in to assist you. I go out of the room, this would go in the garbage. This would go where?
Into the
Right
commode.
in the commode, we're gonna start to use the commode. I'd go over, I would rinse this basin. In the, this water would run, in the commode. No, I'm gonna put soap, but I wanna rinse it first. Then I'm gonna put soap, we're gonna move this commode so it's closer to us. I put soap in here, push the bubbles around. Rinse the bubbles out. Put a clean barrier down. Take another barrier and dry it completely. They want to see that everything is dry. Okay. Wash my hands. Take another barrier. Pick this up. Knock, knock. I'm back, Mrs. Jones. Do I have permission to go into your bedside stand?
Yes.
Thank you. Go in. Mrs. Jones, I'm getting ready to leave the room. Are you comfortable?
Yes, I am.
Is there anything you need while I'm still here?
No, that is it.
Should you need something when I leave the room, just ring your call bell and someone will come in to assist you. That should be imprinted in your and on your brain.